Discover the secret to perfect homemade gourmet Italian mozzarella with Spanish saffron. Hey there, have you ever thought about making your own mozzarella at home? Today, you'll have all the techniques and tips to make mozzarella just like my great-grandfather did in Italy. So let's get started. First things first, let's gather all the ingredients and equipment we need. 1 gallon, 4 liters of whole milk. 2 tablespoons natural whole yogurt, unsweetened, 1/2 tablet of rennet, salt, white vinegar, a thermometer, and optional, 3 strands of Spanish saffron. Let's start cooking. I am using rennet in tablet, so I crushed 1/2 tablet and mixed it in 1/4 cup of cold milk. Follow the instructions of the rennet you have bought, liquid or tablet, to add the correct amount to the milk. Crush the saffron with a pinch of salt and add a small amount of the milk to it. This is optional for enhanced taste and color. Pour your gallon of whole milk into a large pot. Place the pot on the stove over medium heat. Add 2 tablespoons of yogurt and the saffron mixture. Heat the milk to 97 degrees Fahrenheit, 36 degrees Celsius, stirring occasionally to prevent scorching. Use your thermometer to keep an eye on the temperature. Remove the pot from the stove once the temperature is achieved. It's time to add the rennet. Slowly pour this mixture into the milk while stirring gently with an up and down motion for about 10 seconds. Cover the pot and let it sit undisturbed for about 3 hours. This time will vary depending on the rennet you have. Read the instructions for the rennet you have bought. Tip: the coagulation time can be as long as 18 hours, as there are several variables such as characteristics of the milk, of the yogurt, of the rennet, etc. The milk should now be coagulated into a custard-like consistency known as curds. Using a long knife, cut the curds into 1/2 inch, 2 to 3 centimeter cubes. Make sure you cut all the way down to the bottom of the pot. Let it sit for another 10 minutes. Add a 1/2 cup of hot water at around 122 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Celsius, while gently stirring the curds with a slotted spoon or whisk. This process helps separate more whey from the curds. Let it sit for another 10 minutes. Now it's time to separate the curds from the whey completely. Using a slotted spoon or sieve, scoop out the curds into a colander placed over a bowl to catch any remaining whey. Save the whey, as we will use it later. Leave it covered for about 12 hours at room temperature. Flip the curd mass after about 6 hours. Continue to save the whey. We are back. Now let's test if the curds are ready to be processed in mozzarella. Place a small piece of curd in a small bowl and add water at around 179 degrees Fahrenheit, 80 degrees Celsius. Press it with a tablespoon and check if it melts a little bit as an elastic mass, similar to chewing gum. Replace the water with more hot water, and when you can handle it, check that it is stretchy, allowing it to pull apart in long, satisfying strings. Tip: if it is not ready, leave it covered for about 2 more hours so the acidity level is corrected, and test it again. Cut it in small pieces. Add it to the whey and bring it to around 179 degrees Fahrenheit, 80 degrees Celsius, stirring all the time with a spoon. Press, knead, and fold the curd mass with the spoon until it starts becoming elastic. Tip: if your curd does not get together as a mass or it does not get elastic, collect it through the colander and follow next step. Move the curd mass to a microwave-safe bowl and warm it at high for about 30 seconds till the temperature is 135 degrees Fahrenheit, 57 degrees Celsius. Warning: it is hot. Knead, stretch, and fold with your hand your cheese repeatedly until it's smooth and shiny. Press the cheese to remove almost all whey from it. Place the mozzarella in the mold. It can be any recipient and does not need to be perforated as we already removed the whey. Press it firmly. Let it cool to room temperature. Meanwhile, create a brine by adding 3 tablespoons of salt, 3 ounces or 90 grams, to 1 liter of cold water at around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius, and then add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Mix well. Make enough of it to totally cover the mozzarella block. Leave the mozzarella block in the brine. A rule of thumb is 1 hour per pound, 454 grams per each 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters thickness of the cheese. My mozzarella block has 1.2 pounds, 525 grams, and final thickness of 1.5 inches, so I will leave it in the brine in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. Congratulations, you've just made your own homemade mozzarella. I hope you enjoyed this journey into making perfect homemade mozzarella. I'd love to see what you create with your new cheese-making skills. Share your homemade mozzarella creations in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more delicious recipes and tips straight from my kitchen to yours. Thanks for watching, and happy cooking.